Today we are going to embark on a journey through botanical alchemy, and on this journey we will be tackling the wonderful powerhouse of peppermint, clove, and licorice root. Each one of these herbs has a superpower. We're going to talk about peppermint's menthol, cloves, eugenol, and licorice root has these three botanicals. I'm gonna break those down too, but let's hop right into it. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe here to my channel and then click on that bell notification just so you're notified every single time I post another video. I know my curls are super curly today, but this is how it is before the curls fall, and then they'll fall later on in the week. It is what it is. If you're an OG, welcome back. And if you are new here, hi, hey, hello. My name is IamCynDoll, and here on my channel we talk about the wonders of nature and its benefits for healthy hair, skin, nails, gut health, and overall well-being. Let's get into it. Number one, peppermint and menthol. Now, I'm sure you've heard about menthol so many times. You know that Vicks Vapor Rub and all of that stuff. All of those things are derived from peppermint. So let's talk about the why. So the heart of peppermint and the thing that makes it so invigorating and so amazing is menthol, its secret ingredient. Known for its cooling properties, the menthol within the peppermint acts as something to trigger the skin to engage the receptors that live within your skin, and these receptors are going to produce a cooling sensation. Now, this compound is not only there for the cooling sensation and the amazing like a pepperminty taste, but it is also the thing that causes active blood flow and active blood circulation throughout the body. This is really important when we're talking about hair growth. If you're a person who is experiencing like shorter hair growth cycles, or you're just not experiencing that much blood flow throughout the hair's follicle, then this addition is amazing. Peppermint is awesome. Now, within the apothecary, I have many different blends that include peppermint, so see them on the screen, but today we're talking about this blend here. Now, when peppermint is applied topically, even if it's used throughout with a tea, it is something that is not meant to be left in the hair for a long period of time. It's something that you would brew and then put in the scalp and rinse out immediately, no longer than 20 minutes, and you want to remove it with a clarifying shampoo because you have good bacteria and bad bacteria on the scalp, and the peppermint is not gonna know the difference. It's gonna kill everybody, so you want to be very cautious. And this is something that you are only using if you have a bacteria infection of the follicle. If you do not have a bacteria infection, the peppermint oil is still going to kill bacteria, but it's going to kill your good bacteria, and your scalp is going to feel good for a little minute, a couple weeks, a couple months, maybe even a couple of years, and then one day you'll just wake up and your hair is thinning and balding and you cannot figure out why. Well, guess what? It's something that you did about 10 years ago, about 5 years ago, about 6 months ago. So be careful. Peppermint oil's essential compounds are very vast. Limonene, menthol, and methionine. These are all different compounds found within peppermint, and it is something that everybody needs in the body on a regular basis. These aromatic molecules are not just responsible for the overall scent, right? They have another job. Limonene, like we talked about in a previous video, is something that's so amazing for even relaxing practices, for your different self-care practices when you are like just chilling, relaxing, because it has a really great calming effect on the body. So it is amazing. This makes it an amazing addition for your holistic practices whenever you are doing different self-care remedies. Having a cup of tea that has peppermint in it in any way, shape, or form will get the job done. So let's move along to clove. Now, in previous videos I've already went over peppermint and I've already went over clove, but today I want to go a little bit deeper and tell you how they all work together in this this blend. So let's keep going. Cloves. Now there's a video that I did previously on cloves and how cloves don't go in the hair, because there has been this massive craze about cloves for hair growth, right? But in this video here, I explain to you why clove does not belong in the hair. So make sure you head over to this video so you can watch and learn a little bit more about cloves, right? But cloves are freaking amazing. That's why they're in this blend. Moving along. Eugenol. Eugenol is the main compound within cloves, all right? And it is also one of the compounds that makes it so cloves doesn't really go on the scalp. Again, watch this video, link in the description box below. Clove is a botanical freaking marvel, all right? And the main thing that makes clove so amazing is its antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. This makes it an extremely potent defender against so many different microbes that attack the human body from an internal level and an external level. At every point in time, like, we have bacteria and everything all over us, right? Like, we're a city, but sometimes you get an overgrowth of bacteria, and clove and the eugenol in clove, it makes it so that the bad bacteria doesn't overrun the good bacteria. It makes it so that everything within your body is balanced all the time, in spite of you and in spite of the things that you may be doing. Now again, if you are a person who has a really bad diet and you're not really sticking to a good diet or a good regimen, then you may find that you still have some issues. So you can't just expect it to heal everything if your diet is really bad and your lifestyle is really bad. But as it pertains to like healing different microbes and different microorganisms and different things like that, it is amazing. This is why whenever cloves went viral on social media, everybody was like, oh my god, cloves is making my hair grow. But in reality, cloves does not make hair grow. What cloves does, it kills all of those different bacteria that live on the scalp that are now overgrown because of not properly shampooing the hair or using the wrong type of products and so many other things we've talked about. Links in the description box below. But when these different things happen, what ends up happening is the body becomes overrun in bad bacteria. And if you are a person who use herbs and things of that nature in your hair for a long period of time, things were working and then they stopped working, that is because at one point you ended up getting overrun and having, at first everything was balancing itself out and the bad bacteria was gone, but then by you constantly using it, you end up killing a lot of your good bacteria too. So if you don't have more good bacteria than bad bacteria, your whole body, your whole system is gonna go amok. This is why a lot of times you'll notice your hair, if your hair is thinning out, you'll also notice your skin is acting funny. You'll also notice your nails are, like, everything in your body, your stomach, the way that you eat and things like that, everything is just all amok, and that is because of the microbiome. If you don't have enough microbes balanced out, if the environment isn't healthy, then you will notice different problems in your body. Understand that your body is a city that is moving without any of your help, in spite of you. And this is why it's really important for you to give the body the fuel it needs to do its job, right? Your only job is to give the body fuel to do its job. So again, if you have different skin blemishes or dark spots, bruising, inflammation, any type of bacteria infection on the scalp or within the body, because the bacteria infections that show up on the scalp are directly connected to the way that you're eating and the way that you're taking care of your skin. So be aware. Moving along. Cloves have an amazing phenolic compound benefit. The phenolic compounds within cloves are freaking amazing, and it is the thing that holds the majority of its properties. Let's get into those. These are antioxidants that play a crucial role at neutralizing free radicals within the human body. This helps to protect the body from oxidative stress, and we've talked about oxidative stress in this video here, but here is a small definition of oxidative stress. So this makes cloves an amazing ally at preventing premature gray and fine lines and wrinkles within the face, because at the end of the day, it all comes from certain forms of, we'll talk about aging in another video. Now, Cloves and licorice root are freaking powerhouses when it comes to phenolic compounds. They are freaking amazing. So let's break it down. Phenolic compounds are a diverse group of naturally occurring compounds within plants. Both clove and licorice root fit into this group, which is why I had to couple them up together in this blend. Licorice root is freaking amazing. One of the best at fighting oxidative stress within the human body. Licorice root and clove are known and renowned for their scavenging abilities. They literally go into the body and search for free radicals, like it just go in your body like who started stuff? Like that's literally what those two herbs do. So it's freaking amazing. They are a powerhouse. You really need them. As a result, you're gonna have beautiful, vibrant, healthy hair, skin, and nails because it's attacking the free radicals that will slow down the hair growth cycle, or that will slow down anything, or that would increase aging, wrinkles, fine lines, scarring, anything like that. So be aware. By combining these two herbs together, you create a dream team of defense against free radicals and oxidative stress within the body, which in return cause a whole lot of different diseases and disorders that take place within the body in the first place. Remember, in this video here, I taught you that when it comes to a disease like a seborrheic dermatitis, there's first a trigger, the inflammation, and then the seborrheic dermatitis. But most of the time, it is the free radicals and the oxidative stress within the body that is the trigger that causes the inflammation that leads to seborrheic dermatitis. So if you have something like this blend here, what you end up being able to do is fight it before it comes along. That's what I'm all about here on my channel. Even when it comes to hair, the reason I love Olaplex is because Olaplex fights before there's anything to fight. Olaplex starts swinging before the fight actually starts, before the bell actually gets rung. So this is the same exact thing in an herbal complex. This is why I selected these two herbs to go together, because they both fit in the same family, and together, oh my god, it is like triple fix. Now, licorice root is packed full of different flavonoids. I'll list a few here on the screen. And these flavonoids are freaking amazing at going in and ravishing all oxidative stress, all free radicals, anything that is in the body that does not belong, that is not supposed to be there. It is going to ravish and take over. So this is why you want to be really, really cautious if you're pregnant. These are not, you really, really want to be cautious if you're pregnant, and check with your doctors to see if it's something that you can take. This is not something that is recommended for pregnant women. If you are pregnant, make sure you always check the fine print on anything that you buy, especially on my website. And then before that, before you even check that, check with your doctor, check with your OB, check with your midwife, or whoever you're using. Because I don't deliver babies and treat babies. I do hair. So remember, whenever we're talking about skin issues, hair issues, scalp issues, because hair growth is a skin issue, we'll get to that in another video. But if you're having different issues like that, the first thing you want to target is the inflammation. Inflammation is the leading cause for everything, but before that, you have to tackle the trigger. And this tea blend is an amazing way to tackle the trigger before it becomes inflammation, because at every point in time, everybody has different forms of inflammation in the body, but it is up to us to make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do to make sure we're able to curb that inflammation. All right, to learn a little bit more and to get a little bit more detail like this listed on the screen, make sure you head over to my blog post to read it more in detail, but I can only give you so much here. This video will be forever. Glycyrrhizin is the powerhouse within licorice root. Glycyrrhizin is a tongue twister, but that's how you say it. Glycyrrhizin is freaking amazing. It is a powerhouse, like something most of y'all don't even really know about it. Glycyrrhizin is an amazing compound within licorice root, and it takes center stage within hair care. You guys have probably seen glycyrrhizin. You've seen that word multiple times on the back of a whole lot of hair care products, but you don't know where it comes from. A lot of the words that y'all say, you be like, oh, I'm not putting this in my body if I can't pronounce this. What y'all don't know is a whole lot of the ingredients on the back of your favorite products are just derived from plants, but instead of them them giving it the name of licorice root that you know, they'll make a really complicated name like this one, glycyrrhizin. So that is something that I really want you to pay attention to. But this is something that comes out of licorice root. It is one of its main things that makes it such a freaking powerhouse. So let's talk about it. It's great at calming skin irritants due to its anti-inflammatory properties. Additionally, it contains antioxidant effects that make it amazing at maintaining beautiful, radiant, healthy skin, hair, and nails. I want you to remember that your hair, skin, and nails are not created in no outside source. Your hair, skin, and nails are created in your gut. Remember biotin, the biotin pills everybody wants you to take. Well, what if I told you that you didn't need to take biotin? All you need to do is change your diet and make sure that your microbiome is okay, because you're creating biotin within your gut based on what you're eating, right? So this is something that's really important. You have to pay attention to the things that you're eating, and you have to make sure that the things that you're eating are, and the things that you're putting in the body are not killing your good and bad gut bacteria. This is something that you guys really need to know about. I have a video coming really soon on our gut microbes and all of those different things, but it's so freaking important. A lot of us don't even understand that the reason that we can't get ahead is because we're fighting against ourselves. The human gut, it has hundreds and thousands of different types of bacteria. It's not just one type of bacteria, but there are millions of different forms of bacteria within your gut, right? The meat that you eat in the store, the meat that you get from the grocery store, any type of meat, it has antibiotics in it. Antibiotics is low, like, even though it helps, it's literally one of the worst things that we can do, right? Because when you take antibiotics, what they do, antibiotic is literally killing all the bacteria within your gut. And you have hundreds and thousands, millions of different forms of bacteria within your gut. So when you start to kill those that you actually need for a whole lot of things, scientists are just now finding it out within like the last 15 to 20 years how important the different bacteria are that live in your gut. So by you cutting them all off and by you killing them all, what you end up doing is causing massive shock within the gut, and you end up having a whole lot of oxidative stress, a whole lot of free radicals running around, because there's not a good balance of bacteria. There's nothing to keep it checked. But when you have something like licorice root, it makes it so you keep that balance of your good bacteria and your bad bacteria. You really want to be cautious of the things that you're ingesting. You want to be really cautious of the things that you're putting in the body, and you really need to keep track of it, because most of the diseases that we have right now are all due to inflammation, and the inflammation is coming from triggers based on the things that we do eat or the things that we don't eat enough of. These are things that I really want you to think about. As a natural antioxidant, these flavonoids that live within licorice root do something pretty freaking amazing. The flavonoids within licorice root make licorice root literally the guardian of your skin, and this is for your scalp as well, because what it does, it forces the different cells, the free radicals that cause the oxidative stress, it forces those cells to shrink. Baby, it's a cell shrinker. Soapanins are exactly what they sound like. They literally use it. It's kind of like a form of soap because it has like a lathering effect. Whenever you use it, it gives it the lathering effect. If you ever heard of licorice root and the way that they use it in the past, licorice root is one of the herbs that they did use as like a cleaning agent for like body wash, shampoo, different things of that nature. Licorice root and its origins go back hundreds and thousands of years. So make sure you check the link in the description box below and head over to my blog post so you can learn even more about it. I'm gonna give you 6 different reasons why you need this blend like here in your everyday life. So let's get into them real quick before my curls start going more out of the way. One is gonna be digestive support. Peppermint and licorice root specifically have an amazing effect on digestive health. Peppermint helps to alleviate indigestion, while the licorice root comes back in behind it to soothe the discomfort from the indigestion. Any effects that you have, any negative effects that you have on your digestive system from anything, right? Licorice root is going to be really, really good at helping you to curb those things. Number 2 is going to be anti-inflammatory effects that really, really help with the digestive system. So any problems that you're having with digestion, we already talked about that. It's going to tackle all of those. Remember, that's going to be for licorice root. Licorice root is one of those herbs that when you are ingesting it on a regular basis, it is something that will really, really help you to remain regular, and it'll keep that healthy gut microbiome together. Speaking of microbiome, number 3 is going to be clove. Clove is freaking amazing at promoting healthy gut microbiome. This is pivotal. If you want to have healthy skin, hair, and nails, you have to have the place where the hair, skin, and nail cells are grown in the first place to be really, really healthy and clean and robust. And cloves really, really help the body to do exactly that. Not only important for digestion, but it's also really, really important for your immune health. So the least, if you're not really able to digest and break down food and nutrients properly, then your body's gonna have a little less juice in it to protect you the way that it needs to. So you really want to be cautious of that. Moving along, number 4 is going to be hormonal balance. Licorice root is amazing at balancing the hormones. Ingesting it on a regular basis will help your body to limit the amount of hormones that it is releasing. Remember, everybody has testosterone. Testosterone converts to DHT within the body, and the DHT attacks the hair follicle, causing for you to lose hair, whether your hair falls out, whether it cuts the natural hair growth cycle shorter. Like, it just messes things up. So by you having that balanced out, you don't have that problem. It is truly, by limiting the amount of stress that you have, you're really going to eliminate the amount of cortisol that is being produced. That hormone, that stress hormone, you're going to drastically reduce. You're going to drastically reduce the amount of cortisol that the body is producing, attacking the hair follicle and so many other things within your body. So again, hydration and nutrient absorption. The licorice root is going to be crazy. The hydrating properties of licorice root and its amazing digestive support, like, power those up, link those up together, and you guys, you have the most amazing mixture for hydration and nutrient absorption within the body. These two things together, you getting jumped, but in a good way. Yeah, and head over to my blog post so you can learn even more about it, because it is a freaking powerhouse and it's been around forever. And I'm sure some of y'all probably already know this stuff. I'm just reminding you of stuff that you knew in your previous life, because we've been using these herbs and stuff for a long time. Y'all just don't remember. Girl, what it's doing is just doing what it's doing, girl. Even though they did use it on the outside, it actually is great for internally, because it creates a great moisture balance. And this is something that's happening internally. Remember, your body and your hair is absorbing moisture from the environment and from you internally. So your hair shaft and your skin is receiving moisture based on how hydrated you are, like how much water you're drinking, and what you are getting from the environment, how your pores open to receive water from the environment, how your cuticles open to receive water from the environment. Well, this blend makes it so your body on an internal level has a really good hydration level, so that way you have a really good moisture balance. Your hair's cuticle is able to open and close like it's supposed to, and you are able to retain enough moisture from the inside, enough hydration from the inside, to where your skin and your hair will be shiny and full of life, full of luster, full of body. You know what I mean? So these are different things that you should think about, but that's how all of these herbs work together in this blend. The synchronicity of this blend is like out of this world. I'm telling you, I'm not just trying to get you to buy stuff. I'm just telling you, this blend addresses multiple different factions of problems that you will have with your hair, skin, nails, and gut health overall. I just named a few, but there are so many more. So make sure you check the links in the description box below and look at my blog post so you can learn even more about licorice root, cloves, and peppermint. And if you want to learn a little bit more about any of these herbs, make sure you check the links in the description box below, because there is so much more about these herbs on my blog. But I just wanted to get into those three powerhouses that live within each three of these herbs. That are the main reasons why I combine them all together to bring you this blend. Now, if you want to get your hands on this blend, make sure you head over to the apothecary, head over to Simple Apothecary, link in the description box below and right here to get your blend. Now, if you want to just do peppermint by itself, or if you want to learn a little bit more about my other blends that have peppermint in them, then make sure you check this video here or the videos linked in the description box below and go shop until you drop.